in the 1930s. 17,731 of these aircraft were built.
Truly is a flying fortress. 13 defensive machine guns. B-17's high altitude performance stemmed from the fact that it was powered not just by right cyclones, but turbo supercharged right cyclones. The big round things you can see on the bottom of the engine nacelles enable the engine to produce its full 1,275 horsepower all the way up to 30,000 feet.
Yet for all its firepower, 640,000 tons of bombs that it dropped during a big graceful aeroplane there. Those Wright engines, each of them developing some 1,200 horsepower, giving it a top speed of 287 miles an hour, and typically fully loaded a cruise of around about the 175, 180 mark. Up at 36,000 feet, climb up there at about 900 feet a minute. A full load of bombs could penetrate deep into occupied Europe, range of round about sort of 2,000 miles or so. This is currently the only B-17 flying in Europe, although by the end of this year there might be another one. So watch this space. There are plans afoot, and it could well be based here in the United Kingdom.
Of course, B-17s did off them in one giant, long, strung-out formation. The gun positions on each aircraft covered the blind spots on the aircraft next to it and on either side. When they were still looking for a very long-range fighter, they actually developed a fighter version, would you believe, of the B-17, called the YB-40. And they put extra gun turrets and so on. That was absolutely fine while the other aircraft were loaded. But the second they dropped their bomb loads, standard B-17s were much faster than the YB-40s, and consequently they tended to lose. One remarkable thing not many people realise, because of the weight of the defensive armament and the amount of fuel you'd need to get all the way to Berlin and back, if you went to Berlin, you bought 8 to 500 pounders. That was why you needed these huge formations, basically to make the trip worthwhile in terms of bombs on target. Now, if you consider the de Havilland Mosquito could do the same job, £1,000 to Berlin. An interesting comparison of day and night bombing tactics and bombing doctrine. was saying, nearly 18,000 built. Pete opening the bomb doors now to give you a view inside the bomb bay. One of the more interesting walks you could ever have in your life, because there is a walkway down the middle of the bomb bay, and when the bomb bay doors are open, there is nothing between you and the ground apart from this little catwalk. Yeah.
I was in one in the United States last year, and to get up to the flight deck you have to walk over that catwalk you're talking about, and there's a very narrow gap where the wing spiders are, and I got stuck into losing weight.
Well, just thinking, they'd open the bomb doors at that point. Starting at the tail, you have a pair of 50 cals in the tail. Moving forward, two in waist positions on either side of the centre fuselage, without somebody shooting at you.
Even so, we see this aircraft being displayed very, very gracefully by John Romain from Duxford today, but Pete Kuipers rather from Duxford. But you've got to imagine what it was like, if it's possible to do that, when the aircraft was in combat. And to report engines is to commemorate not only the team who keep the Sally V flying today, but as a mark of respect and commemoration for all the crews, both in the air and on the ground, who kept the B-17s in service during those dark days of the Second World